Look, lady, we're in trouble. The whole world's in trouble. They're all around us and we never knew it. You can only see them with these special glasses.
They have us. They control us. They are our masters. Wake up!
I'm giving you a choice. Either put on these glasses or start eating that trash can.
What are they? Where do they come from?
Well, they ain't from Cleveland.
Look, man, I don't need that kind of thing.
Oh, the glasses! Oh! Put them on!
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror films, sci-fi movies, cult classics, new and old. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I'm Eric Rodenheiser in Salem, Massachusetts. And I'm here to do a podcast and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
And Eric put on his shades, for those of you listening.
Yeah, wow. Ooh, man, you got to grow some lips there, Art. You look, something's up. You get the bug eyes.
Okay. I'm just going to talk into my watch here, everybody, just for a second. Hold on.
Eric can see.
So Eric donned his shades because this week we are going to be talking about They Live, movie that came out in 1988, directed by John Carpenter, starring Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper to you.
Wait, who's that? Starring Roddy Piper. Was he a famous actor in the 80s?
Roddy Piper.
Not a famous actor in the 80s?
Mm-hmm. Keith David.
The famous actor.
Keith David is in this. And Meg Foster, a.k.a. Are Those Eyes Real?
Meg Foster. What? I mean, I don't know if anybody knows out there is listening, Meg Foster. But the only other thing I could tell you is... was the underwater monster movie, Deep Under the Deep?
Was it Leviathan or something?
Leviathan, like one of those. She's in that.
There's another one you know her from.
What's that, sure. Cat People?
Oh, no. Think of He-Man.
Oh, my God. She's the bad guy in He-Man, right?
Is it Evil Lynn?
Evil Lynn. She's Evil Lynn. Her and what, Dolph Lundgren?
You can't miss those eyes, Eric.
Oh, can't. You can't.
Yeah,
Don't look her up, you guys, if you don't know. She's got the eyes of a stranger. She's awesome.
Ooh, yes. But she's in this movie too. But directed by John Carpenter. And when I was coming into the theater today, passed by in the lobby.
Yeah.
Our little plaque, John Carpenter is a Popcorn Bucket Award winner.
Oh, yeah.
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 He already got an award from us.
He did. He's going to be one of those like Employee of the Month.
Exactly.
With us.
Yeah.
But sadly, because of his casting choices for They Live, he thought, you know what? I'm not going to use the box office gold Kurt Russell. He's been in too many. What? So who can I get? How about a wrestler?
Yeah.
A once homeless person wrestler. I'm going to get that guy.
Yeah. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff, even from John Carpenter himself, Eric. I tried to track down what the actual story is here, but even John Carpenter has changed his story over the years.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's two stories. One that John Carpenter met Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 3 or saw WrestleMania 3. Remember when that was a thing? When we were
WrestleMania
and just really liked his magnetism and his charisma and everything. And that was it. He knew that was the guy he wanted for the movie. And the other story is Kurt Russell just wasn't available.
Kurt Russell said, nah.
Like he was making Tequila Sunrise at this time.
Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah.
Not going to be on this probably unless we branch out, Art. We're not doing that.
Tequila Sunrise.
But any John Carpenter is up for grabs, baby. We're going to have to expand the lobby wall just for
John
that.
Carpenter.
Yeah, we're going to have to reduce
he also
the
brings
popcorn.
along friends with it too. That sometimes by default, a lot of people in his wake, Eric, get Popcorn Bucket Awards.
True.
As we go along. But here, Eric, this is a strange little time in John Carpenter's career. They Live, 1988.
Is it?
Well, this is a couple of years off of, Big Trouble in Little China. Then he had a little comeback with Christine. And then Starman obviously was a critical hit. And
I said this before, Art and everybody, but John Carpenter, he's not Spielberg, and I like it. He doesn't He's try something new every time, whether it works or not. I mean, Starman and then Ghosts of Mars.
Mhm. Well, he hasn't entered that phase yet.
No.
That's what I was going to say, Eric. They Live 1988. This one, kind of after that, he kind of is out of feature films for a while. I think it's the next one that would come up is not for a few years. I think we're getting into like Memoirs of an Invisible Man time after that.
Stop it, John Carpenter. Memoirs of an Invisible Man, Chevy Chase.
Yes.
He directed Chevy Chase, everybody. What?
Yes. And it nearly killed him, like it nearly kills everybody.
Oh, well, apparently directing Chevy Chase nearly kills everybody. But he had a great career as a talk show host, didn't he? Oh. But we're talking about They Live, Art.
Let's talk about They Live. This is John Carpenter's movie here, Eric. He's got the score, as usual. John Carpenter with his partner there doing the score. And then also, he wrote it, but strangely, did not give himself credit on the opening credits.
Yeah. Changed his name there.
Yeah.
Just in case. I don't know.
Frank Armitage?
What does that mean? Frank Armitage. That's his director's pseudonym.
Right.
I don't know.
But that's his name on the writing. But he had purchased a short story and a comic book that had been written by a sci-fi writer that he really liked a while back. He purchased it and had sat on it for years and then finally made it. One thing, Eric, I know this is trivia, does not have to do with this movie.
Of course it does.
The guy who wrote the original story that this is based on, his claim to fame, not only did he write the original story that They Live was based on, this is true. I had to track it down.
I can tell you that's something good because
he invented
yes,
the propeller beanie.
Say again?
The propeller beanie. You know, the beanie with the little propeller on it?
Invented
that.
The propeller beanie.
Yes, when he was in high school.
Well, I'm going to have to thank him then because I had one.
I was like, is this true? And I looked it up. It 100% is true.
It's like Michael Nesmith's mom inventing whiteout. Is that true?
Exactly.
You know, you're like, wait, what? The monkeys, everybody.
Yeah, but he invented the propeller beanie.
Everybody, I'm just going to let you know. All I'm thinking out right now is either one of our major fans, Dwayne, is either going to be like, Eric, thank you for this. Or he's going to text me and go, Eric, you made me sit through Roddy Piper spending 5 minutes beating on another person.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. For people who maybe haven't seen They Live, Eric, let's get into They Live because it's an interesting
They Live. John
That's
Carpenter.
Right. Let's start right there, Eric. Title comes up, They Live, and fades into a graffiti mural, a big, colorful graffiti mural, and we're at train tracks, and a train goes by to reveal...
$12,000 train, yes. Apparently.
Twice. They messed up the first take, and they had to pay another $12,000. And they didn't have a lot of money on this movie, Eric. This was not a big budget. He had like $3 million. And we're at train tracks. It reveals our hero, Eric, our drifter, our stranger. It's almost like he appears out of nowhere.
Yes, our homeless guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a drifter, but yet still has time somehow, Art, to use his gym membership. Or he's like finding cinder blocks along the highways and just...
Not to mention I don't know how much he's paying for his hairstylist.
Oh, yes, right. Party in the back, business in the front. We call that a mullet, don't we?
Yeah, but he's got a backpack, all tightly wound up. Everything looks perfect on him. Looks like they just got his outfit out of LL Bean or JCPenney, right? They just bought it.
Like clean. He's got to keep it clean, Art, because he's a drifter.
He is a drifter, and he looks like he's hiking in the, this image, Eric, is the first images we see as well in First Blood. When Sylvester Stallone comes into the town, he's got the backpack, but his clothes are worn and gritty. But this guy is like, he doesn't look like he's had too hard of a life. Are we meant to think? sorry we're spending so much time on this. Did he hop off that train? Are we meant to think he
No,
just came?
I don't think so, because it's a reveal. I think John Carpenter was like, wait for the train to pass. It's a $12,000 train. Wait for it to pass and then start walking.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's like, reveal. And it's far away, too. So I don't know.
Yes, and he starts walking through L.A. This is an L.A.-based movie. I was going to ask you, Eric, it's interesting because I think we're so used to in films, we see Hollywood or Santa Monica or Malibu, but we don't see many movies that are like the city of L.A., like L.A., the city. And that's where this movie takes place.
Sure does.
Is the city.
Yeah. And it's like, it's the poor part of the city, right? So you got all these poor people. You got some preacher on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Street Preacher, I think, is the actual title of the character.
Yeah. He's walking by and the guy's preaching about they're all in control.
Ooh.
They're in control. And they've got everything locked up. And then Roddy Piper stops to listen a little bit, and then police car pulls up.
Well,
Looks
he's
like
got
some
time to
cops are
listen.
coming out. Yeah.
He's got time to listen before he goes back to our, World Gym.
Yeah, so he's walking around town. We learn about him because he goes to get some employment. He looks like a big employment opportunity center where he goes, and we learn he's from Colorado, and everything dried up there. And he says 9 banks or something went under in Colorado. Like
tough times everywhere, I guess.
This movie would have been coming out of the Reagan. This is the Reagan-era, and so that this movie would have been right smack dab in the middle of that.
Well, everything, all the banks are dried up, Art, and at least I have my gorilla or my monkey. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Tough times. So he's going.
Yeah.
We also notice some weird things. The televisions are always playing this upbeat beer ads and things like that. And he walks by and there's a guy the young man sort of watching the TVs in a store window, but he looks hypnotized. He looks
and
transfixed.
nothing's going on.
Yeah.
On the TV, it's not like there's anything's changing. It's just like a stagnant. He's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was the iPhone of the 80s was the window display. Yeah, but he's got to find work.
And here, Eric, I'm going to tell you, up to this point right here, on this watch, I was like, Roddy Piper's not doing a bad job here. Because he doesn't have to talk. Like, he's not saying anything. So
if you don't, Art, if everybody's listening doesn't know who Roddy Piper is, what you would be thinking is when you see this movie is like, why would they cast this crazy wrestler? But he's really trying to be drama man right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not spoiling
for me,
anything.
pulling it off.
When he doesn't do it, then I'm in the movie. I think that's the problem. He turns into a wrestler off and on, like he's got a split personality, but he's really like very serious right now.
And I'm a little confused at this point too, Eric, because I'm like, this drifter, is this like a Clint Eastwood type drifter, or is this a Henry Fonda type drifter?
Fonda.
Like I'm just like, who is this drifter? What am I supposed to think about him? Is he cynical? Is he? I don't know.
He doesn't do anything right now. He's just like down on his luck.
Sleeping in homeless. This movie still resonates today. You go to LA today, there's these homeless.
Well, little
nothing. Things are,
nothing changes. That's why I didn't shave. Look at me. I'm just a mess.
But he does get a job. He does get a job at a construction site.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets to take his shirt off on that construction site. So,
ooh, Eric, it reminds us of a Doug McClure shot is all I can think of.
Yeah, he's like, nobody else has their shirt off. Thank God, but he does.
But him having his shirt off and working catches the eye of another worker across the way.
Oh.
It was kind of a weird reveal. But this is the actor Keith David, who's very famous, a really good actor, Keith David.
I like the way
and he's
Keith
a John
David
Carpenter stable there. He was in The Thing.
Yeah, Keith
with-
David.
Yeah, Keith David.
Keith David talks with his lower teeth like that. Keith David.
Still out there doing it today.
Yep.
And does, when I looked him up to see what he's doing today, Eric, he does a lot of voice acting. Keith David is in a lot
he's the freaking president in Rick and Morty, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in
the president of
He's in tons of things like
Rick
that you'd
and
be like,
Morty.
oh wow. I think he's like one of the major voices in the Halo video game.
Yeah, he's doing good. And this
Yeah,
one, he's just befriending this guy whose name we don't know. He never says his name,
In the credits, he's nada.
which I think is, to me, it's like, oh, it's nothing, nada.
Yeah.
But it's not that. But I was like, why is his name Nada? Stupid.
I know.
Nice try,
But-
John.
But
I
they
love
never
you, John
say his
Carpenter.
name. They never
No,
say
they
Roddy Piper's name.
Yeah, but he's looking for a meal and a place to stay. So they take him to a shanty town, which is like, if you're picturing L.A., like homelessness, then that's what that is. And most of the workers are living there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there are workers, there's families, and it's kind of just a big open area where they have showers set up and they have just furniture sitting out there. Like
Yeah,
on in
well,
this
it's
park and
L.A.
stuff.
Chances of rain.
Reading some trivia, Eric, they said that you can go and see this area where they filmed this today, and it still just like looks like that. It's bare grass
Still
and just
today.
looks like that today. But
Yeah.
so he's kind of taken in there by this group, and we should say that Frank, this is Keith David, his construction worker buddy, has brought him there, and he introduces him to the guy Gilbert, who sort of seems
Gilbert.
to run this place. And they give hot meal, and they have a television set there
Yeah, you need a
that everybody
TV.
can sit down. And
Is it Freddy Krueger style where it's on the wall? I can't remember. It's on the wall, right?
the TV.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of, I don't
Like
know
on an
where
arm?
it is, but they all sit on old beat up couches, and all
Yeah.
these homeless people watch the TV.
Yes. And then there's like a church across the street. I think there's like helicopters. Yeah, all these helicopters are always overhead for some reason.
We're just getting this environment of unease. There's something wrong. Society is broken. Little bit of feeling of their surveillance with these helicopters flying around. And
Yeah,
this goes
and I
on for a while, Eric. This
does.
intro
does.
goes on for a long time.
I kept looking at the clock, everybody, just so you know. I was like, oh.
But I do want to.
Was it me or what were people looking at the helicopter with dark sunglasses?
I
right?
think
When they're
Gilbert was.
outside.
I think we saw like Gilbert or
and
somebody did.
It's nighttime, right? So
No.
Is it
Well,
daytime?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. But
And
you know,
then-
the church isn't always what it seems, Art.
No, well, it's night. Yeah, it's nighttime, and also the TV broadcasts are never what they seem.
No.
We seem, it's suddenly the TV broadcast gets interrupted, static, and then there's a guy. He reminds me of when we did Day of Dawn of the Dead, Eric. The guy,
Oh, yes.
the guy who was on there
Yes.
talking about the zombies and what you have
Yep.
to do to kill the zombies. He looks like that too. And I know Romero and Carpenter and all of them knew each other, but it's not him, but it reminded me of him. But there's a guy who keeps interrupting the broadcast. He comes in staticky and he's talking about how they're fooling you. They have ways of manipulating
Yeah,
you.
who?
They're sending out rays. And,
Who does?
yeah.
Oh, well, my wife, speaking of Soup Kitchen, my wife just sent me some food because she'll have nothing to say about this podcast because she doesn't had never even heard of They Live. You and your wife, Amanda's gonna be like, what? Who lives?
I told you she was interested. Yeah, she came in one night when I was
guess
watching
she
it,
could.
and she actually watched it for a while, but
She could watch
she was
it?
busy. Yeah,
'Cause-
until the shooting starts.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers, everybody. There's shooting. Yeah.
So they're all watching. Like there's one guy on the couch there, Drifter, and guess what, Eric?
What is it, Art? What is it? Tell me, who's the drifter? Who is it? Who's that drifter?
And
You take a drink from my.
yeah, and maybe there's a fog bank, Eric, out there.
Who is?
Yeah, a popcorn bucket award. Yes, Eric.
Jeez. Popcorn bucket award.
Yes,
To
for
the guy who's seen the least in any movie he's in. He's seen the least, except for this one. He's actually got a substantial role, but you also could see him in not only The Fog, but Back to the Future. Crazy drunk driver. Crazy. He's always playing a drunk guy with 3 lines. Crazy drunk pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's
Now,
his name?
Buck Flower.
Buck.
Is his name.
Yeah. If you guys don't know him, he's like the unknown version of Dick Miller. He's in almost everything, but for like 4 seconds.
But he's memorable. You remember him from The Fog. You remember his lines because he's got an interesting voice. He's one of those guys. I think you've pointed out before.
It's like he's drunk all the time, even when he talks normal. He talks like that.
Yeah, and he's gruff, but he's going, what the hell is this? And yeah, he's on there. And what I really liked is he does have one line. I'm like, did he improvise this line when Roddy Piper walks away? And he's
you don't even.
It's this guy licking his nuts again on the TV. Because the guy comes back on through the static and he goes, it's this guy licking his nuts again.
That's funny.
He must have improvised that line.
He probably did. I'm sure there's some of that in here. But as to move us forward.
Well, I do.
There's so much going on in the first 30 minutes of the movie. We have to spend a lot of time on it. We do.
So I will say Roddy notices across the street. It's really weird, and they didn't really explore this, Eric. But our preacher is across the street.
Yes. Oh, he's blind. That's right. He's blind.
And every time this little weird broadcast comes on, cuts through the static, the preacher seems to be mouthing the words.
Yeah, that was weird.
But spoiler alert, they never really address that.
No.
But in the moment, if you're first watching this movie, you would think he's somehow getting this broadcast through his head
through his mouth
or something, and he's doing that. And Roddy sees this. Roddy is looking over. So he gets interested in this church because then he sees Gilbert bring the preacher into the church.
Yeah,
so,
but it's the church is actually, you hear choir practice, but he finds out, wait a second, it's a recording.
Yes, Roddy goes into the church the next day.
It's just not, but it's not choir practice. They're just faking it for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So was it a secret group or something? Got to be a secret group of people.
Yeah, well, he hears choir, and he hears people upstairs, and they're saying things like, our signal isn't strong enough. And actually, he's not really hearing this. We're cutting up there. That's what's weird. He's just
we're going up. Yeah,
we're going up and hearing this conversation. He's not. He's too busy down in the basement. There's all these boxes, and then what looks like on a table. It looks like sunglasses are on a table,
like these,
all lined up. Sunglasses like you have. And it looks like some sort of chemical setup, like they're treating the sunglasses with chemicals. But he finds a space behind the stairs, like a secret space with all these boxes in it. But he runs into the preacher. He turns around, jump scare. We get a blind preacher jump scare.
That's where we learn he's blind, because he's basically groping him with his hands. He's like, let me see. He's like, all right, you're good. He's touching his hands. He's like, all right. Like he's testing him to see if he's
like something
real person.
Then he decides he's good, and then he says, "You got to see." And he reaches into his pocket. He's about to give Roddy something, and Roddy's like, "I'm getting out of here," and he runs out.
Well, he just had a blind preacher grope him, so I would probably leave myself. I'd be like, whoa, that's it, handsy. Hands up to the Lord, not at my crotch. No.
Yeah.
But here's what I have next. And you tell me if I'm skipping a lot. But
okay.
It's nighttime and there's a huge police force.
Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna bring up, Eric, is
I knew it. God damn it.
No, but we get a little.
No, but
you don't like this stuff, but we get a little thematic back and forth between Frank and Roddy, because Frank is like, telling his life story. I have a wife and kids I haven't seen for 6 months.
Wait, Art, is this the monologue? because I think you and I.
Oh, there's one much later.
Okay,
where Roddy
gotta-
reveals his childhood.
Yeah,
he
we
doesn't
gotta do
reveal
that.
that now.
We gotta let
do that
everybody know about that one.
Yes, yes, I know what you're talking about. But right here, Frank says to Roddy, I'm from Detroit. I have a family back there. And he's revealing they shut down the auto plants. And he's really angry about it all. He lays out his view of the world. His view is they set you up. They set you up on the starting line. And then they say, go. But everybody's trying to go. So you got everybody setting up. You think it's even, but you think all I got to do is get to the end of the finish line. But meanwhile, everybody's trying to take you out from all the different sides.
It's definitely
so how
about
fair is that?
Class. Like,
yeah.
It's really like this, the lower class working man, blue collar people. And they're not, the man's giving it to them,
But here's the weird thing, Eric, about the movie, about They Live, is Roddy.
The weird thing? The one weird thing, Art?
But no, but Roddy, his character, so Frank goes, what about you? How do you view this whole thing? How do you, plan to get ahead? And Roddy's like, I believe in the American way. Just work an honest day's work, go out. And I'm like, I like my drifters a little more cynical, Eric.
He's not. He seems like he's too smart for that.
I think because even the way he played it in most of the beginning that we've talked about up to now, Roddy hasn't actually spoken that much.
Which is kind of like a good John Wick move here is we don't need to hear him speak.
No, and then they give him this dialogue, and I'm like, no.
And I was talking about the police force arriving to surround the church, and we're still talking about the human element of They Live.
Eric, well, you gotta pay attention because the themes of this movie are not obvious.
No, they're not, and that's why it has 7.5 or 7.6 rating. On IMDb, the critics hated it, but everybody's like, this movie is really
it's like it's been rediscovered. Martin Scorsese, Eric, says he thinks it's one of John Carpenter's finest films.
Finest?
Yeah. So I'm with you, though. This takes a lot. I do want to just say to you, Eric, and I want to ask you, if you're just sitting down to watch this and you hadn't seen it before, would you be feeling as tedious with this setup as we are right now? Because would you be feeling it's that tedious, like, okay, let's get going? Because we know what we want to get to. We're like,
well, I don't know, because I think so, because for me, what I love about a movie is when they give you a little piece and it just makes you stay. That little piece, the little hint of something makes you stay and go, what was that?
They're not giving you enough here.
No,
they're not giving you. Yeah.
I don't need to hear him talk about it.
No.
Like I think more with the sunglasses, the guy wearing the sunglasses, if we had focused on that, like he kept taking them off and putting them on, I'd be like, why is he doing that? But we don't, it's almost a throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know they have sunglasses on. Art and I just told you guys. All right.
And so Roddy does mention to Frank about this house, but Frank wants nothing to do with anything. He's like, look, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want anything to do with anything. I just want to go through life. And so he's watching the house at night through binoculars,
at night?
Roddy.
Oh,
at night.
Binoculars,
night.
Not creepy at all. And he got binoculars from where? Like Walmart or the dollar store?
I think he found them from somebody else because, so.
Whatever's in that backpack, I'm interested now.
I did. Oh, God. You're going to, never mind.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Kill me. But it's a line that you like.
Go ahead. Do it then. Do it.
No, Frank says to him, look, man, I'm just walking a white line down. I'm not walking a white line and I don't want to veer away. And Roddy Piper says, white line is the middle of the road. That's the worst place to drive.
Yep. There you go. Roddy knows what he's talking about. Nada knows. That should be a shirt. Nada knows.
But it reminds me, all I can think of is like, karate do yes, karate do no, karate do maybe, squash, just like bug, right? That's
you nailed it. So many
philosophy
line
of nada.
Yeah.
Oh, you could. Oh, a Christmas gift for next year. You and I should just put together a little tiny book, with like
yes. Instead
with
of the
sayings
book of
of-
poo, it's the book of nada. And we got so many quotes coming up, you guys. You're gonna love these quotes.
But Roddy did have a book. We're gonna get to it here. He did have a book that he
Did
would
have a
keep
book.
little sayings in. So, all right.
Well,
So
as a person,
as a
Roddy
person,
Piper, not
Roddy
in the
did.
movie. Yeah.
Roddy, yes. So we
Okay,
get
so
a
a
helicopter
police
jump
force.
scare.
Yeah.
Helicopter jump scare. He's casing the house with the binoculars, and then he moves the binoculars up really quickly, and there's a helicopter above the church.
And the police, for some reason, they want this shantytown out of here. They're coming, like riot police. They're bulldozing it. And then I'm pretty sure I don't think this was too obvious, but the preacher and this other guy were, where was that? It's like it's a concrete area, but the preacher's swinging a stick and trying to ward off the cops. And there's another guy there. And I'm pretty sure they beat the minister that we thought was an important to death.
It looks like they're going to.
We never see the minister again, I don't think, after this, right?
I don't think he's in the.
So he's dead. Oh, this minister who we thought had like some kind of skill or sight is dead now.
And they come tearing through, but we do see that right before this goes down through his binoculars, I think we see the Gilbert and they unload some boxes into a car and they do scoot out of there.
Yeah.
So, but then all hell breaks loose, and Carpenter does a good job with this. I would say, Eric, it's the big bulldozer is crushing things. You got the phalanxes of police coming through and beating people, and so Roddy's maneuvering through here, and he gets his little moment where he saves a teenager who's hiding.
Saves a person.
Saves
and this is a Carpenter. I don't know if Carpenter's been beat on by police throughout his life, but he always, like assault on precinct 13. Yeah, it's always like moments where there's riot cops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Piper goes to the site the next day and it's empty. And that secret compartment you were talking about, he takes a box.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, it's not what you think. It's just a bunch of, they're not Ray-Bans, right? I mean, they're similar to what I'm wearing, like these kind of shades.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's in the box.
He's even rifling through. Maybe there's something under them.
Yeah,
it's like
nothing.
He's trying nothing there, and he's now gone down an alleyway. So I really don't know the geography of where he was.
There's this weird alleyway. It's a let's all just call it a John Carpenter alleyway, like a Big Trouble in China type of situation.
Yeah. So Roddy's like, okay, whatever. But he takes a pair of the sunglasses with him, and he hides the box.
Yeah, if you're a drifter, Art, you would take a pair of sunglasses because you might need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you hide the other box? Is he going to sell them on the street for like?
He hides it in
$2?
a trash can.
Yeah. But why? He's like, oh, these might be valuable later on. I could sell them.
That's what I was thinking.
Street vendor.
That's what I think he was.
Yeah.
Not just the idea of like this gigantic man with feathered hair selling sunglasses.
Yeah. Out of a box. But he's got the glasses.
Yeah.
And when you walk down the street sometimes, you want to put on sunglasses, right, Art?
Yeah, he does. So, and when he looks at the ground, suddenly it's black and white when he's looking at the pavement. It's like, takes them off, puts them back on.
Mm-hmm.
But then he looks out on the city around him, and there's a big billboard. It's all in black and white. It says obey.
Obey.
Huge.
Yep. It's funny because this is where you're going, wait a minute, what is happening? Why? And it just every time he puts the sunglasses on and milks it a little bit. He's got a little utter milking going on here. He keeps the glasses on, glasses up, glasses on, glasses up, glasses up.
It's that new actor thing, Eric, of you feel like you have to do something. You feel like they're not going to know I'm confused unless I do something, right?
Yes,
yeah.
But But you got all like throughout. I didn't write down. I'm sure you did, but I didn't write down a bunch of. But it's like obey, and then you hear like everywhere, anywhere that is written. Which
any text, yes,
any text, not some of the text. So he goes to a magazine rack, and one of those outside. Do they still have those outdoor magazine racks?
There aren't a lot of them left, I'm sure. There used to be one in Harvard Square, remember, for years and years in Harvard Square. And I think that's gone now, I think.
Yeah. But he's looking in all of them are all of a sudden hidden messages in just black and white. And one of my favorites is marry and reproduce.
Yes.
But there's other ones like it says sleep, no independent thought.
Consume. Yeah,
stop masturbating. No, what?
Save that for the reproduction. Yeah, and so he's at a magazine stand, and he pulls off the magazine off a rack, and he looks through it, and all the pages are these messages. He's flipping through it, and it's just all these messages. So
which is really weird, and the way they're doing it, it really makes you go, what? Because everything black and white, but just stark. I don't know what font that is, but it's sans serif.
Yes. Look at you. God, Eric, and you.
I know about serif.
All right, come on now. Come on now. You make fun of me. You're all.
Oh, so there's serif and sans serif. Then there's brush script, Coopertown, bold italic.
Are you a Helvetica man, Eric?
I'm a Helvetica medium myself.
I'm never going to feel bad about bringing some of them up again.
Hey,
when you're bringing up
I will help you.
Sans serif, I think, on the font.
Right. So I'm going to make you feel bad, though, in the future. Don't worry.
I know you will.
I will.
I know you will.
I will.
So it's very strange. Very, very strange.
Yeah, and then there's a guy there's the guy selling the magazines, just your average guy. And then what looks like your average businessman.
Looks like Ferris Bueller's dad.
Yes.
That guy.
Yeah,
That's what he looks like.
He does. Yeah. But he looks at him with the glasses, and all of a sudden, it's I don't know.
How should we describe this? Yeah, he looks at the guy. It's not human. It looks almost like a skull. Like he's a skull. So
There's
almost like
no
you're
lip.
looking at an X-ray.
Yeah. Like the skin is gone. So you see muscle. Then the eyes look like mirror reflective orbs. They're just like big ass crazy. It doesn't make any sense, but the guy still has his hair.
Yes.
I love that the hair is still there. So that means, are they all wearing, is this person wearing a wig? And they look like, I guess some people describe them as like ghouls, but it's just like, it looks like an undead monster with space eyes, like aliens.
And I love seeing the behind the scenes photos of them all just hanging around with John Carpenter.
Yeah.
These
No
guys.
lips.
No lips. And they have like reddish blotches. They almost look like a Terminator like type of thing, like a little bit on that.
It's always looked like they removed the skin and then added these crazy mirror eyeballs. It just
But this part
weird.
This person's looking at him and says, "What are you looking at? What's your problem?" Like,
Piper just like, we're taking them off, put them on, take them off. But he gives him the money, gives the guy the money. All of the money says, you tell me what it says and I'll correct you.
It says, "This is your God."
Oh, I thought it said something like, "Yeet that wheat." No.
Oh my God.
I don't even know that's a term. I say that term to my kids and like, "Dad, that's nothing." I'm like, "Come on. Eat that wheat is not a thing." But yeah, it says, "This is your God." And it's in that white, everything's white paper with everything's black and white when he puts them on. But the guy gets into a cab and he's like,
and we should say, newsstand guy does not look weird. Newsstand guy looks regular when he's looking at him.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's got to explore now with these sunglasses. Right. So he goes into, He looks around and there's a lot, not a lot, but there's several people that look like this creepy.
Yeah. There's a woman
thing.
who's just, man, over the top.
Oh,
I thought
my
my
God.
child would, I told him, like, some of these people, when
What
they're
was
acting,
that?
these extras, they're
You know that it's a voiceover because their lips don't move. They're just like clack. It's such a bad, for this reveal,
yeah.
they're not articulate faces. They're just like.
The guy was good. The guy, that worked. The guy at the newsstand, that was good.
Because they have no lips.
But he also notices on top of the traffic lights, there's like a little spinning radar dish.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is not there. So when you take the glasses off, it's not there. So pieces of equipment are also revealed.
And that radar dish seems to be broadcasting sleep. Sleep.
Sleep. But everybody's still awake, Art.
Yeah.
That's
Which
not
I think,
good when you're driving.
Did I read, Eric, that that's John Carpenter saying that on the on the
John
voiceover?
Carpenter, sleep. Sleep. I wonder how many times he had to do that. Sleep.
Eric's just thinking about the beginning of this movie when Eric was hearing that in his head. But he walks by what I would say, Eric, and these still exist today, I would say a boutique grocery, LA grocery store. Would you say that that's what that is?
Yes. Yep.
And so he decides he's going to walk in to this grocery store.
And this is where Roddy Piper comes alive, because he's no longer the, drifter talks like this. All of a sudden, he's got, I don't have a lot of the lines in here. I'm sure you do. But when he starts looking at people,
yeah,
I don't know if this is where he says it.
Well,
but is it some person doing lipstick or something? Or
yes,
he's
they're
like
doing lipstick in the they're kind of adjusting their makeup in a storefront window. Yes,
and he's like
in the reflection.
Lady, that's like putting perfume on a pig. Is that where he says that?
Yes, and she's like,
but he's all of a sudden like this smart ass, like lady.
Yeah.
Like he's all of a sudden alive with his dialogue.
Yeah. And he's lost at this point. He's still trying to have some of that wonder of like, because Eric, if this was happening to you, they do, I have to say, when he first puts on the glasses and he's doing all that, they take their time with it, which I appreciate, where you'd be like, what the hell is going on here? But he's quickly losing that.
Yeah,
and
he is.
So he's in this boutique, and I would say it's an upscale boutique. So most of the people in here look like these creatures when he's looking at them. Most of them.
There's a lot of them in there. There's some regular people, but a lot of them are these weirdos.
And they seem very, a term that I don't know that younger people are going to know as much, but yuppies, they look like that yuppie sort of thing. Like,
know.
I know.
You kids won't know.
But think of like finance guys and they're talking to each other. Oh, yeah. And it's all weird. And then he bumps into a woman who's like in a fur coat. LA, she's in a fur coat.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm trying to find the line that he says. Like he says, I think this is where he's like, you're all right.
To one woman who's not, yes.
Yeah, but the other woman, what does he say? But there's one, I think this is where he goes, look, you take these glasses off. She looks like a regular person. Put them back on. Formaldehyde face.
Yes, that's what he says.
Or you look like your head fell in cheese dip in 1957. It's just such a turn. It's like a comedy show now.
He says to one, he looks at a normal woman and he says, you're all right. He goes, real fucking ugly. Yeah. Like he says an F word. But then he trips and he falls. Mm-hmm. And I guess behind the scenes, there was a little I think Roddy Piper thought, is that okay? Does it seem too cartoonish that I trip and fall here? And John Carpenter was like, no, it's great.
It's to me, there's so much. Come on, who cares? When he fell, I wasn't like, oh, geez, why'd he fall? I was like, wow, he's all of a sudden got all these ripping quotes. All of a sudden, I wanted him to go on and on all day with his quotes. Hey, hey, dog face.
But what happens, though, is this woman who he's been insulting suddenly pulls up her wristwatch and she starts talking into it. And she's like, I've got one that can see.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden there's a bunch of them like standing together.
And they're all talking into they're all talking into their watches.
So it's
and
weird
they're moving
now.
towards him.
It's really weird. So he runs out of the store, and then these policemen come up to him and they're asking him, where'd you get the sunglasses and stuff like that. And then we got some Roddy Piper here because he kicks the policemen's asses, but with like, ugh, I mean, like, I expect him to rip his shirt off at one moment. Ugh!
And he takes one of the guns, he shoots them, and then grabs the shotgun out of the police car.
Yeah, he kills the police, but he saw with the glasses, I think, that they were whatever they are. Right?
We don't know what is going on right now.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. We can put it together, especially if you've seen the movie already, but
we don't know.
When you're first watching this movie, you don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's happening, and it's okay. You're just it's now you're in for a little bit of fun because John Carpenter's like, hey, Roddy, didn't you say you had a little quote book? Yeah, I keep a quote book in case I want to do a wrestling quote.
So he would like a good artist. Any good artist or stand-up comedian, right, Eric, keeps a little notebook of sayings that he could use in wrestling.
Yep.
When they have their little interludes.
Thank God, Art, because he walks into a bank.
With a shotgun.
Yeah, and it's just filled with a lot of those creepy, because he can see it, a lot of creepy people. And all of a sudden, this quote, I think me and my friend Mark Hartshorn, we love quoting movies, especially back then. So he comes in with the shotgun and he says, I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I'm like, what? When I first watched this movie, I was like, who is this guy? Why is he such a smart ass all of a sudden?
I was the same. I can still remember sitting in the theater and he says that line, and it's that weird thing when you're watching something and you're like, I don't think this is the movie that I thought I was going to get. Like, you're like,
a
wait,
comedy now.
Yeah.
Because now it's not scary at all. Like, these creatures that you see were kind of scary, but then all of a sudden it's like, nope, because he just starts open firing on anyone who looks like that, and he's blowing them away. He like, if he sees somebody's regular, he doesn't shoot them. And here's a weird thing. He sees another one in the corner, and I forget what he says to the guy before he's going to shoot him. But the guy has the wristwatch, and he disappears. You're like, what? What?
And can I just tell you, your performance you just gave me is way better than Roddy's performance. It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
And I do want to mention, this is, Eric, we live in a country now where just mass shootings happen all the time. People just come in and start shooting people. And those kind of did exist back then. I remember there was a big one at McDonald's out in California.
Oh.
But remember that one when we were younger? But like, this is the weird thing where you're like, oh, we're going on this shooting from the POV of the crazy person. But he's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, in any other context, you'd be like, this is an insane person thinking he sees weird people and he's shooting them in public. But this movie is very strange in that it flips that on you. That's all. I just know
it's not right now. You don't know what the director wants you to feel here, because this could be an outright horror movie, and right now it's almost like a Roger Corman horror comedy. I don't know what's going on.
It isn't a B movie-ish type of feel.
The B movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he runs away from the bank, and he goes to a parking lot, and he sees a woman there, and he grabs her and at gunpoint brings her into her car and to get away. And who is it?
It's Meg Foster.
And Meg Foster was told, they said, Meg, listen, You got to play this like this is a drama. This is a serious drama, and we don't want you to have any emotion. What's that guy, Shepard? We want you to do like a Sam Shepard type of thing here, where you just don't change your inflection, because all we care about is your eyes.
Which, yeah.
Because she has got, I mean, we can both agree, you will do anything this woman says, right? You just...
Her eyes are unreal.
And they're not
unreal.
fake.
They're not.
They
As
are
a matter of fact, looking it up, Eric, you probably saw this. Directors in other projects she was in, they would put contacts in her eyes, blue contacts, to lessen the effect of her real eyes.
Yes, because she looks like she is an unearthly being that knows all and sees all. It's amazing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. So he takes her, and he's falling asleep in the car, because we got to figure he has been up a long time. And so he's in the car. He says, take me to your home.
Yes.
She lives in in a home that looks out over the city. It's on stilts. It's up there. I'm like, wow, she is an executive producer at a television station. So
yeah,
I guess that might make sense, right?
And here's where we have to have like, why don't they? Because there's always an excuse for why don't they? But he tells her to put the glasses on and you'll see. And she says, regardless of whether I put the sunglasses on, I'm going to see what it is you're telling me I should see. Because she's like, I'm not going to lie to you and say I don't see anything. So she doesn't put them on. So I thought, oh, okay. Because all the problems would be solved right there.
Right.
But nope. Yeah, they just go to that awesome house in Hollywood Hills.
And she has neighbors when they're going in that kind of are looking, but then we never see them again. We never see them again.
They're like, for all of you gay men out there who I love you guys, I think there would be two bears out there just like, hi. And it does not look right, Art. She is if I saw my neighbor like with her shoulder and elbow in the air looking at us like, please help me, I wouldn't be just
with a strange man that you've never seen before, basically manhandling her into her own house.
Yeah.
And they look at it like go like
another day. They go back in and I don't know, they're doing a puzzle or something.
But fairness, Eric, we don't know what her life is like. We don't live across the street from her.
We don't know.
She could. There could be parties. She's a television executive in L.A.
Like,
in the 80s. Yep. In the 80s.
Oh, she brought another guy home from the gym.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on there. Yeah,
but he's in there and he's worn out. But he also says that wearing the glasses makes you feel like high or something. But when you take them off, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's almost like a hangover when you take off the glasses. You've been looking at them too long, and it makes you think about the television broadcasts that came through that made people have headaches. So there's something going on there.
And this is where we learned that she's the television executive, but she still, won't put him on. But he's being nice. He's not like, shut up, do this, do that. He's just saying he had to get away, and he's had to use her or something. But she has him turn on the TV set. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This woman has been calm. Let me know if I'm missing something here, but this woman
she's super calm
the whole time.
Yes.
But
with those blue eyes just burning through you.
Yes. And I forget what's on the TV when he turns it on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
remember.
What's important. Who cares, right? But all of a sudden, she just shoves him. And he goes flying through the window. How high up are they? Like that, it's huge.
I was like, we're suddenly in Lethal Weapon, Eric.
Yes,
we're suddenly in Lethal Weapon.
Same thing.
Yeah,
like, I picked so close to retirement.
Because he's kind of styled a little like Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon, if you think about it, right?
But this is just like a impossible. You nailed it. Lethal Weapon stunt where he's dead. He's got to be dead, right?
Yeah.
But he falls down falls down the slope.
Yeah. And then he gets up. Credit to the movie, though, Eric. Credit to the movie. He gets up. He sees the police are coming. He's like, oh, I got to get out of here. And he crawls over like a beam. He looks beat up.
Oh, yeah.
And This is where Roddy Piper, the wrestler, is selling the I'm beat up at the end of the match and about to get defeated stuff, because he looks, and I mean this seriously, you feel like he fell out of that window, because then he's walking down the highway and he's holding his arm and he's limping, and you're like, I appreciate that in a movie. He's not just walking away. Right.
And he maintains that throughout the entire movie.
Well,
no.
But
That's what
they
I
do
always love
maintain
about
it for a
movie
little
is
bit.
You get it's a John Wick where you get the shit beat out of you, but then 2 scenes later, you're fine. You just fell out. You got pushed through it's got to be plate glass.
And it came out of nowhere, I have to say.
Yes. It was a nice surprise, but I just thought him getting back up, I thought was kind of.
So it does bring up stuff too, where I guess you're supposed to think, oh, well, she thought she was being kidnapped and she
No,
did this,
absolutely.
but-
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I just think her pushing him through that window was a shock. But I think it's the next morning, right?
Yeah, but he goes to the construction site
Yep.
to try to talk to Frank. And Frank is like, he's probably seen on the news that he's like,
Yeah.
right?
He's
This
like,
will be
how
on the
many
news.
people did you kill?
Yeah. And he's like, no, none. I didn't kill
Nobody.
any people, because he's shot these beings. We have to say there was even one point where a cop, he had the gun on a cop, but it was a human cop. And
Yeah,
he
let
let
him
the
go.
human cop go.
Yep.
So he's like, nobody. But Frank is like, get out of here, man. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't, you.
Yep.
And he's walking around, Eric, L.A. I'm trying to remember what life was like before the internet and stuff like that, because I'm like, his picture must be all over the news, and he's just walking down the street.
Well, there's not a lot of people, I guess. I don't know.
In the same clothes. It's not like
In the
he's
same clothes, yeah.
changed his clothes from
Same
the
haircut.
day before.
Yep.
But we should say that he doesn't have the glasses. Those were
No.
left back at the executive's house. Yeah.
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 Pointing
Mhm.
that out because big plot point is he did leave him there with what's her face, blue eyes, stoic blue eyes. I'll do whatever you say. I'll do it. Obey. But he needs that. Remember the box?
Yes, the
The
box
box?
in the trash can.
Yeah, but it's gone,
Yeah.
Art.
But luckily, truck is still there. It's just pulling away,
Yes.
the truck.
Yep.
We need this scene.
We need this scene so
What we
much.
need this.
Absolutely. He couldn't just find the box of sunglasses. Wouldn't it be great if he had to go into the trash to get it? And you know what? Where the trash goes and crushes stuff? It's not even that.
No, it's
He
a
has no
weird tubular.
danger.
I'd have never seen a trash truck like this.
There's no
So-
danger here. He's just digging it out, and then the trash truck comes up, dumps it all out. And I
Why?
thought,
I
what's the?
why would the trash truck move up like that? I didn't understand anything that was going on. I assumed when he went in the back, like you said, he was going to start to get crushed. And it'd be like
Yep.
Star Wars in the trash
Yeah.
compactor.
At least something like that, right? But
No,
the trash
he just
guy,
gets dumped out. He just gets dumped out. But they're arguing.
they're
I just hear the
terrible at their
trash guy.
job. They don't have
They're
any
hor-
idea that they dumped the entire trash onto the ground. They're going to get fired.
Right.
This is stupid.
But he's got the box with the glasses, and he turns around and Frank's there.
Is Frank a stalker?
How does Frank know? Downtown LA is pretty big, isn't it?
He
Like
was
it's pretty.
stalking. He's a
Yeah,
stalker. Frank's a
He is.
stalker.
yeah. But Frank's there to give him his pay, which is a nice gesture, I guess.
It was. He's like, yeah, the week's pay is the best I could do.
Yeah, because you know that gruff head of the construction site, I'm sure, was like that guy who was here for one day.
Yeah. The guy.
I want to
was
make
there-
sure he gets his pay.
And give him, you know what? Give him a week's pay, too. Give him a week's pay. He's the murderer, right? He's the guy that murdered people in the
They're
bank.
on TV. But
Oh,
of course, Roddy Piper is like, you got to put these glasses on, dude. You got to see
Yeah,
the
but
world
you know
with these
what?
glasses.
I'm not putting those glasses on. Put them on! This is,
Now,
I don't know if this is where the line happens, but I think he says, Roddy Piper goes, I'm giving you a choice. You either put these glasses on or eat that trash can. I mean, he does not want to put the glasses on.
No. And and what ensues is probably, would you say, one of the most famous fights in cinema is this fight?
I guess, because this is where John Carpenter's like, yeah, we're going to shoot the whole thing. You guys rehearse for 2 months and really fight except for punches. And I'm going to shoot all 5 minutes of it. And you guys think 5 minutes is not a long time. It's not. This is two guys scrapping it.
In a movie, that's a long time. 5 minutes is a long time.
And you think it's over, and it's not. Neither one gives up. And it's all about trying to put the glasses on.
Yeah. It's Frank does not want to put them on. And
he does not.
And John Carpenter said, I think it's pretty obvious. It's the central metaphor of you want somebody to see the truth, but they are refusing. They refuse for whatever reason to look at the truth.
Yeah.
And John Carpenter is like, I wanted to bring that idea to life where you're like, look at it, look, the truth is there, and somebody will not do it.
Yeah.
And so that's what this
won't
is.
do it. And what I love is that Piper's just like, look, just put on the glass. He really doesn't want to hurt him, but he wants him to put on the glasses. And then he's got a freaking, I forget what it is. He's got like a 2x4.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about this.
Is that a 2x4?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like a piece of wood, big piece of wood. Yeah.
We didn't see him pull up in his car, Frank, but apparently
does Frank have a car?
I guess.
Like when they walked from the construction site and Frank is home. Like, I'm like,
does he
Frank
have
has a car?
Because it's a fairly nice car. And he breaks the back windshield and Piper's like, oh man, I'm sorry, man.
But then it's fun. I have this little section in my notes. This is one of the ones I want to talk about. He smashes Frank's back windshield, and then Frank is pissed, and he has a bottle. Frank has a bottle in his hand, and he winds up to hit Roddy Piper, but the bottle breaks on the car, so now he doesn't have his bottle.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a funny little moment.
It is. It's all funny. This whole fight scene is funny.
And at one point, Roddy Piper has him like in a headlock, and he's like, put the glasses on, and he's punctuating each one of those by jacking him up in the air. And it's just a wild ride. Yeah. And it has been parodied in other movies. Yep. South Park did a famous parody of it where they basically had two of the kids fighting, and they did the entire choreography. You watch the entire 5-minute fight. And also there is a film reference thing, Eric. I'll put on my glasses. No, but John Carpenter did said it as you may have seen the John Wayne movie, The Quiet Man, the fight at the end where he's just the two guys are fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting.
I haven't.
It comes at the end and they're just like slugging it out for like 5 minutes. And I think John Carpenter was like,
this is not,
I want to do my version of that.
Right. It's not two guys martial arting or any of that. So don't expect that. This is scrappy, almost real fighting. And they both getting the shit kicked out of each other. And finally, he's got the glasses like, ugh. And there's still more. There's still a little bit more fighting. Finally, he gets the glasses on him. And he looks around and he realizes, oh, shit. And I think we get a Roddy Piper quote here, right?
Life's a bitch.
Yeah. And this one's in heat. I wonder if that's in his book. Like if he's like, as a wrestler coming out, what can I say to my opponent? And he's going to become out, partner, life's a bitch. And this one's in heat.
But they're beat up.
Oh, they're both.
Like I said.
Like the lips like this. They both have lips like this.
Roddy's it's pretty good makeup. His jaw is swollen out, and they each have sunglasses on, and they're walking down the street, and they're just like limping. They look like they've been through hell, and they look like two guys who've been through a fight. Like I said, I appreciate it. Like you said, it doesn't last, but they do it. But you can see what's great is you can see that Frank, Keith David, he's still in wonder about everything he's seeing. Roddy's kind of already adjusted to this world, but Keith David is kind of looking around, like people pass by him and he's like, What?
Yeah.
You know,
And they're looking at them like, do they see us or not? Right?
mhm.
Because the creatures, whatever they are right now that we have no idea,
Mhm.
whatever's going on. And I'm so sorry, everybody, that we missed. You just, if you guys watch the movie, just revel in all of Piper's lines. Because we missed so many, like, Mama don't like tattletales, things like that. But I think I'm going to use that all the time. It's quotes like that. And you're all out of bubblegum as I came here to do a podcast like I did before. Orsina.
And they check into a hotel.
They check it. Orsina, I got a quote for you. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. I came.
Hi, Art.
Hi.
Orsina, I don't know if you guys met. Orsina, would this work for you? I came to lock lips with you or chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Wow.
Is that a sexy line?
That is some
Can I use that for any?
Yeah, walk into a bar and say that's just,
Yeah.
a nice looking dame.
Oh, I was thinking you, but all right. I just want to see if that quote works in any context, everybody. Use it. But so they check in a hotel, right? And this is where, please tell me you have this dialogue, because I thought we have nothing else to talk about in this podcast, but we do all the time. But they're in the hotel and they're exchanging information, right? So if you have,
they're beat up. They're kind of just this is a time we get to slow down again and have some time between them. Learn a little bit more about them, about these characters.
Because we got time, Art, I think if we both have this, which I'm assuming we do, I can do a bit. You can do a bit. Because I
don't have all of it.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, I guess
no.
I got something to tell you, Art. Then
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago, things were different, man. My old daddy took me down the river, and he kicked my ass. He told me about the power and the glory, and I was saved. And he changed me, Art, when I was little. He turned mean, started tearing at me. So I ran away when I was 13. Tried to cut me once. That's right, Art, with a big old razor blade. Yeah. He held it up against my throat, and I said, "Daddy, please." He just kept moving it back and forth like he was sawing down a tree. This is dialogue maybe delivered by. I'm like, what are we doing here?
It's dark too. It's super
Sawing down a trees.
dark.
That's Piper delivering his
Down a tree is on his neck.
He changed me.
And
my preacher daddy. I want to use this.
Yeah,
If I
he
audition
can't.
for a play, I'm using this.
Right. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, that is great. But this is where, yes, Eric, he's not up for this dialogue. He's not the guy. He can't.
We don't even need it.
We can't.
Oh my God.
This is not. Kurt Russell could do this. Kurt Russell could pull it off, right?
But still, it's a little long. But Frank delivers some stuff, and I don't know why he's believable, but he's saying like I think maybe they've always been here, and maybe they're watching us. So we still don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he says when he hears this story. All I could think about, Eric, people won't get this unless they've heard our Gremlins podcast, is Gizmo listening to Roddy's monologue. Gizmo, and then his ears go down and his eyes go like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But I just think, Keith David is, after hearing that, is sort of like, well, maybe they've always been here, these things, and been affecting us like this. And
Art, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I got news for him. I got news for those things.
Yeah?
Yeah, because there's going to be hell to pay. Because I can't do it. There's going to be hell to pay because I ain't daddy's little boy no more.
I'm so glad you had that, because I was going to say that's how we sort of go out on the scene. I ain't daddy's little boy.
I want to see that movie.
What happened in that house?
My God. There has to be they should have done like Netflix. Why aren't you picking up on Nada, the early days? And we got
Eric,
an 8
this is the guy.
Oh.
This is the guy who 15 minutes ago was selling us, I just believe in the American dream, man.
Yeah.
You just got to have optimism and just go forward in life. I'm like,
but I still see daddy sawing at my neck.
yeah, you just need it. It's yeah.
It just doesn't.
And does he have a scar on his neck? He should have a scar on his neck, right?
And why is he alive then?
Like Clint Eastwood, like like a high plains drifter, hang him high or
Scar
something.
across his eye or something. This also from Dad. This one's from Daddy too. Cut me with that razor blade while preaching Jesus.
Saw on it. He cut me right in half like he was cutting an avocado.
Yeah, stitch me back together in front of Mommy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh wow!
But I think all our joking aside, I think this is Carpenter sneaking into the idea of all this idea of the opiate of us feeding us messages and keeping us enslaved is the idea his parents seem like Christians or something religious.
Yeah,
religious. And then they were religious themes like that.
So that's what we got there.
But Daddy's little boy.
Oh,
He's not Daddy's little boy anymore.
no, he's not. He's not.
He's not. So they run into, because this, I guess, is just LA is so small because they run into Gilbert at the hotel.
Yeah.
Remember the guy from the homeless encampment? Gilbert's there and sees them. And
Gilbert's the guy with the had the sunglasses, right? He's kind of the leader.
Yeah. He was a guy in the church and he seemed to be the sort of leader of what was going on in the church.
Yeah. And there's going to be a meeting. There's going to be a meeting at the local church, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And they're having a meeting, right? They're having this meeting about the whatever they are, and they're saying things like they're turning our atmosphere into their atmosphere, right? This is the big meeting, and so wait a minute. So are they're going to use up the planet's resources? So here's where I'm thinking. Okay, they're aliens, right?
Yes, yeah.
They're an alien.
The way they describe it, Eric, is they said we're like, think about this world, our world that we're in right now. These people, whoever they are, view us like we view the third world here. Like we're gonna go in and exploit Earth. Like we're gonna go in and so we go in and set up our factories and do everything and ruin these people's environments and all of that stuff in these third world countries to extract stuff.
You're watching an alien movie, attack movie, it's usually the aliens are here to like, we're going to just, we're going to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and they're all out of the bubble gum. So they destroy the human race like they're trying to, but these guys apparently are just like, no. we're going to milk them. And
this is colonization. Yeah. This is more like England used to do, going into India or in African nations where they would set it up and they would have, outposts, but then they would get the local governments to sort of, and rich people to sort of go along with them.
Yes.
And that's what they're doing.
And we're realizing that at the meeting, there's a lot of people who know what's going on here. And is it going on across the world? I'm not sure.
It's I think so, but it's spreading. Yeah. But also they're getting an upgrade on equipment here. It's almost like in a video game where you can get an upgrade.
Is this the upgrade, Art? Is this the upgrade?
You get an upgrade. Eric, you're doing a video game and you're like, oh, I got so many experience point. I've killed so many rabbits in that forest. I can get.
What's the upgrade, Art? Is it
they no longer?
What is it?
No, they've gone. You don't have to wear the sunglasses anymore.
No,
you have contact lenses.
Oh,
they put contact lenses in their eyes.
Art,
I don't think Roddy Piper has ever put contact lenses in his eyes before.
This character has neither of these guys. I put contact lenses in before. Yes. You, I think. Right?
I wear them.
You wear them. But I can imagine your first time, you're just like, oh, yeah, pop, pop. They just pop right in, right?
And you scoop it out of the thing like you're scooping spaghetti out of the bowl.
Yeah, you're just like, scoop it up, pop it in.
Scoop it up, pop it right in, yeah.
I would have loved to see a 5-minute scene where they are desperately trying to get the contact lenses in. That would have been.
It's not coming.
You drop one.
Sticking to the finger.
Yeah.
Like it's not
you dropped one? Like, those are $500 each. God damn it.
But they said you're going to do that, and then they said you won't get the headaches wearing the contact lenses.
And you won't hide your eyes from the movie viewers.
And then
the sunglasses,
they also revealed that the watches, they have one of the watches? Is that it?
Wait, is there? Maybe. But they're also finding out, I don't know, but they're also finding out that there's a broadcast that the primary, what the aliens do is they send the signal out. So the signal makes it so you can't see anything, but subliminally, that's a word, is you see all the stuff. So you obey, you reproduce, you buy Captain Crunch, whatever the things that you wear the same color socks. I forget what the other message.
You get the popcorn at the intermission. Yeah. But so it's coming from some central place. And what they say is we think it might be coming from this TV station.
Right.
Is it KDHL or something they say?
Don't know. Wouldn't it be convenient if there was a character in the movie that had some connection to the TV station? That'd be cool.
Yeah, because they do have two people in this meeting that have a connection to the. Yeah, one person says, I think it's coming from there, and we're going to hear from them. But then a voice pops up and says, KDHL is clean. I work there. That's not where the signal's coming from. And it's revealed who said that.
Who? Oh, it's Vampire Eyes. Is it Holly?
Holly is her name. So, but she delivers it as if she's the villain in a movie.
It's her voice that she just has that.
And those eyes, it's like
all the time. She's like a sociopath. I'm going to have to kill you now.
But she's the last thing you see before you die. Yeah.
Right.
It's
surprise. Thanks for letting me in.
You're right, Eric. I think when you were earlier, she'll do whatever anybody says. She's like,
my God.
KDHL is clear. And everybody's like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, good. And she has the glasses. Remember the glasses that were left at her house before she frickin' tried to murder somebody? Did a Lethal Weapon 6?
So Roddy sees her across the room.
Oh, yeah.
But meanwhile, I should say, before he goes over to her, he says, I got to go over there. There's an interesting exchange where they're talking about these creatures to Roddy and Frank. And the guy says, have you seen their disappearing act? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And Roddy says, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And they're like, did they say we don't know exactly how they do it yet? We're not sure.
I think that's
how they do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think they have a watch at this point, right?
Well, some
do they?
Well, I don't know. We'll put kids in the podcast.
You know what, you guys?
But Frank has a watch
when
later.
You watch
so
it, you tell us.
So Frank has a watch later. So I don't know.
We're also seduced, Art, by the woman's eyes. We don't remember what the hell was happening in that scene. I was just like, please keep talking.
Right.
Okay,
but anyways, the disappearing act that Roddy saw the guy who disappeared. That's what they're referring to.
Yeah.
So Roddy goes over to the woman, and I mean, he's remarkably calm after she threw him out the window.
2 stories and down a LA hill. Yeah. Yeah. But you know why, Art? We all know why.
The eyes.
It's the eyes. If she threw me out a window, I'd be at her door the next day going, hey, I got your mail.
Your head's all bandaged.
I just want to see if I can help you fix that window. But all of a sudden, a Carpenter special. What the hell?
It got me on my first watch through this time.
God.
It totally got me what happens here. Because she starts to go, I hope you understand. I didn't know. And it starts to be intriguing. And ba-boom! A huge explosion happens behind them.
Yes. The police show up and they are. Remember the last time where they're just bulldozing houses and beating a few people to death? This time, they're killing everyone. All the characters that you're introduced to. The guy, the guy's the leader of he's dead. The other guys, everybody's dying. They're all just, it reminded me of, Get Your Ass to Miles, which we'll probably cover.
Yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall, where they're just killing everybody, including.
That's
the woman
interesting.
with
You
the
mentioned
3
that, Eric.
breasts.
This does feel at times like it could be Arnold rather than Roddy.
If Arnold was
right,
it wouldn't be any different of a film. Just the dialect would be different.
Yeah, but it has that feel.
Mama doesn't like a tattletale. Mama doesn't like it. Come on, put on the glasses. Come on.
You're ugly. You're ugly.
Ugly glasses now. See it. See these things and these people.
Yeah, you're right.
It would have been the same.
So they escape. So Frank and Roddy escape. And we don't see what happens to Holly. Holly's, yeah.
No, I don't
Holly,
think we do. But
Yeah.
this is where they do have a watch because they're in big trouble. But
they're in an alley and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they're cornered at the end of an alley. And so it's a shootout in an alley. It looks like we're in Big Trouble in Little China territory here.
Yep, it's a Carpenter alley. I'm going to coin that phrase. It's a Carpenter alley.
Yeah.
And the wristwatch does something, and they're basically a portal.
Yes.
Which I thought was like out of this world for the movie. All of a sudden, a portal opens up in the ground. So it's like a video game. Whoop.
And a voice says, this is an emergency portal. It will only stay open for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, I think.
Yeah, which is a long
something.
time for an emergency.
But it's a voice that comes over and says,
out of the watch?
And it's, so this hole opens, blue light around it, and they go through it. They go down.
And then disappears conveniently. An emergency portal.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the guy that was in the bank?
Yep.
He just disappeared.
Yes.
There was no portal. He didn't fall through the ground.
He didn't drop down. No.
Just pointing that out. So now they're under the city.
Yeah.
Which
it's
is
corridors like you're in Dr. Evil's lair or something.
Yeah, or you're at Disney World underneath Disney. You got team members going, hi.
Well, they do see team members. There's guys in camouflage outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And they're walking around.
And I think some of them are human and some of them aren't, because now that they have the contacts on, we're not doing that up down. So, but I think when they do show sometimes is people that aren't. So humans are working with the aliens, which we think now they are aliens, right?
That's what you're thinking. I mean, we're going to get a little bit of clarification here.
A little bit, yeah.
But not a lot. But they wander down these corridors, and then they wander into, just happens to be happening right now.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a big, looks like a hotel ballroom.
Underground.
They have their contacts on, so they can see that it's full of alienish people, these skull people. But there are a few regular people there too.
Yep.
In this room. And there's a guy up the front, and he's talking about how great it's been, and he's talking all about revenue and money and things like that, but also that we've just wiped out a rebel pocket or something.
The LA rebel pocket.
Yeah. And everybody claps. Everybody.
Here's where I would put on the art glasses, because okay, all right, fine. This is a definite stab at it. If you really listen to it and you're thinking you're watching a drama, like a Paramount Plus special, they're pointing out that the humans are getting rich. They're like, hey, you guys are getting rich. You don't have to do anything. You just have to, just let us take over, basically. So humans they're becoming the elite.
Yes.
So it's definitely a message there that they're getting across. Like,
join forces with us, and you'll reap the benefits of us being in power.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to blow everything up like they do in Independence Day. We can do this the easy way. Everybody
and it's
wins.
all about money. It's like, no, I'm a good person. And then they say, hey, how'd you like this salary? And they go, oh, all right. No, fine. I'll definitely be part of your scheme here. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But then they recognize somebody.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. I don't think the first time I saw this, I even recognized who this is.
No, because they're wearing a tux now, Art. And this is what I also love is everyone is wearing formal wear except for our two beat up.
Yeah, they just walked right into this thing.
Nobody gives them a second glance except for this guy. It's our favorite not drunk guy.
But he's not now. He's not drunk anymore. This is the drifter from the homeless encampment.
Yeah.
And he's all tidied up in a tux. His hair's done. And he's like, hey, I knew you guys were with us. I knew it.
Oh, you didn't know it was a dress up party or something? I'm like, wow. He's not going to think for a minute that they stumbled in. And then he decides to give him the tour. I love the way he says that too. You're a tour. And they're like, yeah, we'd like a tour.
And so he's taking them on the tour and showing them things. And he's starting to explain like, yeah, it's great. You team up with them, you're you're in like Flynn. And
Yeah. And I think, does he tell him about does he tell him about it's transmitted or not? I don't know if he does. But he mentions the watch. He's like, this watch, they say it's only for emergencies, but I just love it. I mean, I wish I give one to my kids for Christmas.
says, you'll love this. And he shows them.
What?
He goes, this is where they come from. Or it looks like it's, okay, Eric, we're underground, right? We established that.
Yes.
We're under Los Angeles.
Under the ground, but it now looks like the set of a George Lucas film right now.
Yes. Yeah.
You can see space, right? You can see like the Andromeda system, like just out there. And it's like a big fancy train station for people to transport, right?
They get up on a little disc or something that's raised up. And it's almost like teleportation. Yeah. They just go whoosh, and then like a beam shoots out, and they shoot around. And he says that's where they come from, and you can get on that thing and beam yourself to anywhere on this planet, but also you can beam yourself to other worlds. He says worlds. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a good deal now, Art, to be honest. I mean, really, they want you to obey. They want you to reproduce, which I'm thinking, all right. But sleep, they're not really sleeping. You're not really sleeping.
Is the sleep meaning like put your mind, like don't think too much? I guess that's what it is.
Let's ask John Carpenter.
You don't think they're really looking out for our health? Sleep, 8 hours of sleep.
Oh my God, there was the thing, Art. Yes, it said sleep 8 hours, work 8 hours, and play or something like that. For 6 hours or something. I was like, wait a minute, they're gonna they're gonna let you sleep and play.
And they mention a few things in this movie about like we're livestock, but I don't think that's exactly what they're doing here.
You don't see at any point that the aliens are using their blood for Slurpees, or
it's not like a V, the famous show V, where you're
I wish that was a movie. Oh, yeah. No, you don't know what it's like. They're just taking over the planet. But what are they? Yeah. What is the bad part of it?
And this is where I'm going to say, Eric, a little thing about the structure of this movie and what it's doing is, I agree at the beginning, you and I were talking, things should have been moved up a bit. Like we should have got to the glasses much sooner.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and then
100%.
I think what this movie needed was a little more time. And then for us to establish, or maybe not, that's not his point. I know that's not his point.
No.
An alien bad guy. We don't really have a villain.
No, there's
in
no
this movie.
Leader.
There's
the guy talking at the party, I think, was human. I think was he?
No, I think he was. No. I think he was alien.
Okay, but
the
aliens are living regular lives among the humans. So that to me also doesn't make sense. Why are they shopping? I'm just like,
because they like it here. Like, well, think about it, Eric. When you think about empires colonizing places, it's like,
I guess
the British would go to India or Africa and they would live lives there, and then go out on the economy, and they would buy things. Their houses were adorned with art from the locals and stuff like. Or they would call it going native, right? They would say gone native. So, but that brings up my point, Eric. Is I think there would have been maybe room to explore some of those things here a little bit more.
Yeah, they kind of just are like, look at this thing that you want to know more about and see more about, but we're not going to show you.
Yeah, because I think he's just so focused on the, like you said earlier, the socio-economic and the political.
But I think, Art, I think that was the point. I think that was the point, because really, if you look at this, it's not a horror movie.
No,
it's like
it is if you think about it, Eric. But, capitalism, as Michael Myers.
Yes. But the guy, our guy there, he shows them around some more, and he's like, "Hey." And they have, what is it, a broadcast station also underground?
We're underground, yeah. And
right.
Did you catch what the news anchors, what was going on in the news, what they were talking about?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell if this was a broadcast that was going back to the alien planet, or I don't know what this is because it's not. Is it supposed to be KDHL or whatever this station is?
It's like Cable 54 or something.
Cable 54.
I don't
right.
even. But it's the source of the signal, but only in this area, right?
But is the signal stuff like sleep, reproduce, or is the signal like, hey, this weekend there'll be a petting zoo at the county fair? Like what is this?
Like, hey, you got to try yogurt, everybody. It's really good. It looks bad, but once you try it, I don't know. But
East LA County is trying to ban electric bikes. Story next.
Dog walking. Should there be more poop stations?
Right.
I don't know.
Now we're with the creator of a 20-year run of Christmas Carol on a trolley.
So tell us more about that.
So yeah, it's a station, a broadcast station, and our tour guide here, Drifter, he's like, that's as far as we go. We're at the end of the line.
Hey, can we get in there, guys? They're like, shut up.
I did like that.
Yeah.
They're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Like, all right, let's get in there. And Piper is like, hey, is this what does he say? Is this bulletproof or no soundproof? He's like, is this soundproof?
He notices it's soundproof. He knocks on it and he
soundproof.
Yeah.
And so they shoot the guards.
Mm-hmm.
And then our guy's like, oh, I'm out of here. And he's gone.
Well, he likes using it. He said earlier, give him an
using it.
excuse, Eric.
Why wouldn't you use it?
Give him an excuse to use that.
Why wouldn't you use it? Art, if I had that, I'd be visiting you right now. I'd be like, oh, got to see Art. There's no hole in the floor.
No.
So apparently there's different upgrades or something. I don't know. But he's gone from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know where he went, to a Andromeda 7 or somewhere.
Like, did he go to a lower tunnel system?
Right.
Like, if you're in a tunnel system,
you get to come
and
back.
You go lower. Like, how low? Like, and then say you're in that tunnel system and you do it again.
Right. You got to do it again.
Is there a point where it ends?
Yeah. They're like, no, you can't go any further. Sorry, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But I think he teleported somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know where he went. But they go into the station there.
Yeah, but
right?
they got what I love is if you have a shitty gun and you just killed somebody, I know I keep saying John Wick, but that's what you do. You pick up the opponent's better gun and you use it. And thankfully they did, right? But they got to get to the roof part.
I want to ask you something here so we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Have you noticed up to this point, Roddy concealing a gun anywhere on himself?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I was just wondering.
No,
I was just wondering.
He's got tight 80s jeans on, if I'm not mistaken.
But also like it, like anywhere, like up his sleeve.
No.
Or his.
No.
Because that thermal and flannel set he has is pretty tight too.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice any insert shots or anything yet of him doing that. But I could have missed it, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
So
I mean, I don't know how he could.
And just I don't know why I'm asking.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
but
they go in.
They got to get to the roof.
Yeah.
The signal's on the roof, right?
But they're blasting through the station. Yes.
They're just the guards suck. They're like Star Wars, where I don't know why I'm blanking. The stormtroopers. They suck.
But or in a video game where it's so easy to kill them.
You have 3 seconds to react versus no seconds. But Roddy, and this other guy, they're awesome with rifles. They can take everybody out, like up at the ceiling. Bah, 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 bah. I mean, that was the other scene, but they're just taking everybody out.
Daddy, before he sawed my neck like a tree, he used to take me out and he taught me how to use every weapon.
Taught me how to pray, and he taught me how to shoot, and he taught me how to love. He taught me how to possibly conceal a weapon where no one could.
But also, in those two scenes, couldn't they dropped in something like when these two guys were in Vietnam or something, or something, just a little something like that?
Men aren't. They know. They know how to use an AK-47 or whatever. Like they know where the safety is.
Oh, Eric, why aren't they on the Predator mission with Arnold's team on the Predator?
Those two guys?
Yeah.
Oh, Art, they could have easily joined the team.
Yes, easily.
This is Nada. How you doing? What you got there?
This is
Bubble
Frank.
gum.
Yeah.
This is Frank. Yeah. You call me Frank. I'm here
They
to kick some
totally
ass.
could be out there.
I'm here to give the man what's coming for them.
Yeah, but they're just going through, and as they are ascending up stairwells.
Yep, that scene pissed me off a little, Art, because they shot the two guys who had mega rifles, and they didn't pick up the rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
They left him there.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. Absolutely, Art.
So they're going up, and now they're like in offices, and terrifying the people who are in there. And I'm kind of getting the feeling they're just shooting any alienish people that they see. They're not shooting any real people, but if they're seeing an alien, they'll shoot them.
Yeah, but they know now that these people have, signed that they're getting their check. So I don't know why they didn't shoot them.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's looking for Holly.
Holly? Who's Holly? Who is that? Oh,
these
the girl.
Oh, yeah.
These eyes.
Yeah.
Da.
Eyes of Holly. Mars. Oh. Yeah. But you know what? They find Holly. She's there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is so, would they run out of time? Did they run out of time?
They shot this in 3 weeks, Eric, for a feature.
That
big
he's
budget
probably
feature
like,
film.
we got to go, guys. We got to go, because Holly leading them up to the roof. She's like, yeah, we'll go up here. Roddy Piper goes first. Remember that guy, Frank? We're completely invested in Frank, right?
Totally. Yes.
Frank, our guy,
Yes.
Frank, right?
It's your week's pay.
Yeah.
That guy. Holly has a gun. She puts it up to his head and shoots him, and he dies off screen.
Yes.
And we're like, what just happened? As a viewer, you're like, come on, Frank.
Yeah.
Why are you killing Frank right now?
It kind of reminded me, Eric, Romero went a different way at the end of Dawn of the Dead. The guy was supposed to die, right? And they kept him alive. They changed it last minute.
She's getting on that copter. They're all getting on that copter. This one,
but no,
Holly, who just learned. Can we just break that down for a second? What a jerk. She just learned that there were aliens, right? Taking over the world. She's like, I'm going to help you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, no, they just gave me a big fat paycheck, so I'm just going to shoot Frank.
Oh, really? That's not what you think, right? I think Holly's been with the aliens the entire movie.
Oh, yeah. That was they made that so obvious.
No, but I think yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm like, oh, come on. But I still loved her for it. I was like, well, I guess he had to go.
Well, you can understand that.
Yeah, you can understand.
She's just
look at her
into her
for
eyes.
a few seconds.
Yeah, ask Frank. Yeah, I was disappointed too that was Frank's end. I was like, wow, John Carpenter. Because what's interesting, Eric, is John Carpenter said he cast Keith David because he wanted to have a sidekick for Roddy that was like more human and invested in all this stuff. And I thought, this is how you boom.
I know there's a missed
Maybe he wanted it to have an impact, Eric, for us to go, oh, Frank, she just cold-blooded killed Frank.
Camera. You don't even see him hit the ground.
But here's the other problem, Eric. We haven't really developed Holly that
at all.
Either.
She's in
at
3
all.
scenes.
Right.
We don't even see her in her underwear.
So it was something, if everything in this movie got shifted forward, Eric, we would have been able to develop a little bit more Holly.
Start with the glasses.
Yeah.
He's a drifter. He picks up a pair of glasses and he's like, what the fuck?
Right.
And also missed opportunity art is Holly could have let Roddy Piper go up the stairs, and she turns to Frank and she goes, hey, Frank. He's like, yeah. And she just pushes him and he flies out a window. Yeah. That would have been like she kicks him. She drop kicks him.
I agree. We should have developed this with Holly, and it wasn't.
No.
Because then it would make what's going to happen now a little bit more, at least have some sort of stakes to it or something. But Roddy's up on the roof and he sees he sees a laser out of Forbidden Planet or something like that's on the roof.
Yes.
It's like
a big ass piece of machinery that you wouldn't see if you didn't have your glasses on. But is it now still black and white when he's looking at it? Is it black?
No, but didn't it, I think there was a little drop dialogue that you don't have to with the contacts. I don't think it necessarily renders everything black and white. I think you can see colors with the contacts.
All right, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow, they're so good at doing their own human technology.
But that's the laser. There it is, the thing that's beaming out the system.
At least in the LA area.
Yes.
But Holly gets to the roof and he's like, oh, yay. And she aims the gun at him and he's like, ah, shit. And he's like, I'm sorry. And he drops the gun. He goes and he gives her a big old kiss, looks in her. Oh, no, that doesn't happen.
No, this is weird because she's got a gun on him and she is cold as ice.
Yep.
Those eyes, like a doll's eyes. No.
Well, I said, if we had developed something here, a relationship, something,
no, it's nothing.
You would have been in this moment going, is she going to really shoot him or is she really going to not shoot him? Or what's this moment?
She's cold, ruthless, like you said, I'm assuming if you really think about it, she's been there all along. Maybe she tipped off the people. Well, why didn't she get killed? That's another one. If she,
well, that's what I mean.
Shooting at her too.
Yeah, but it's. So, Eric, I asked you a question earlier about if you had noticed if maybe Roddy they had shown us like a little insert shot or something of him concealing something.
You mean
he has like thermal sleeve. He has like a thermal shirt on under his flannels.
Yeah, like so Bruce Willis in Die Hard, where he has the gun. Yeah. Well, why? Why? What's the big deal?
Well, because he's standing there and she has a gun on him, point blank,
and
she has unblinking, ungodly eyes looking at him.
You can't blink with those eyes. It's unblinkable.
And he is going, well, I gotta. He's like a bad magician, like somebody who just learned a coin trick, and he's reaching in front of her. It's not behind his back. In front of her, he's reaching into his sleeve.
Yes.
And she's just standing there.
She has no connection with this guy, Art. It's not like they had a love scene, nothing. She could have just shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times, but she doesn't. She just...
But she's watching. How could she not see him reaching into his sleeve and taking out a little gun? Little.
You say little.
It's a gremlin gun.
It's a
gremlin-sized gun.
I was hoping you were going to say that, Art. If you watch Gremlins, he must have stolen it from a gremlin because it's like the gun that would look big in a 3-year-old's hands. Like you can't even get your finger in the trigger. You're like, son of a bitch. Gotta use your pinky.
Yeah, so number one, I was like, because the second time I watched it through for the podcast, I was trying to pick up if they had ever shown him hiding a gun in his sleeve.
It's a surprise.
But, yeah.
It's a drifter's gun. He only uses it for emergencies like the watch.
But it can't be a surprise for her. She's watching him.
Basically, like he's looking for a napkin. Like, where's that? It's somewhere around here.
Yeah. Like...
She's watching him.
Yeah, watching him take a gun out, and then he shoots her.
In the head, right?
Yeah.
And she's got a gun in her hand.
Aimed at him, never wavering.
She was
distracted. She gets it, so her eyes are gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's going to go on to do what, Cagney and Lacey, right?
Probably.
She was the original. This is actually a sad story.
Oh, no, don't.
She was cast as Cagney in Cagney and Lacey, and she literally did the first season.
What happened?
They did it was one of those summer replacements. They did 6-episode first season, and in between they replaced her with the woman that would then go on and be Cagney for
why?
The rest of the run of the series.
Do you know why, Art?
Because
people were watching it and they didn't have any idea what was going on in the show. Like, how was Cagney and Lacey? Like, great. What was the plot? I have no idea. No idea.
But yeah, I was like, oh, wow, she's really... And to this day, she won't talk about it. It's too hurtful To this
Oh.
day, she says that it's really hard for her to talk
Oh.
about. Can you
Well,
believe
she
it?
could talk about anything to me. I'd listen.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
she's dead, and there's a helicopter, and then
Mhm.
he manages to get a shot off from his gremlin pistol, which destroys the antenna.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
And we get a long shot, Eric, of it on top of the building, which is really B-movie-ish, right?
Oh, yeah.
It really
Yeah.
looks like you're watching a B Roger Corman type of movie.
Yep.
It's exploding on the top of the building, and you can tell it's a model or something. It's just interesting. Like,
Yeah. But then there's they shoot him. They
Mhm.
shoot Piper. So he's dying. But
Eric, he's dying for us.
he's dying
So
for us.
I hope you
Yeah,
appreciate
it's a
that.
suicide mission. We know that.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Come down from the roof afterwards, rappel down? Oh, you know what? He's going to pull out a hose from his pants, his magic sleeve or his pants. He's going to pull a Die Hard. Like, that's not my day. What are you doing, John? You know, and he'd come up with a quip or something like,
Right.
here's your bubble. Oh, he chews bubble gum and he uses it as a repelling, a bungee. But he
Yeah.
gives his defying act as he flips off the helicopter.
Very weakly, like he's dying,
Yeah,
which to this day, Roddy Piper says he appreciates watching the movie and things he could do better. That's the one that sticks in his craw. He says, it should have been a much more
Yeah.
forceful.
Yeah, like right up.
Yeah, like
you, man.
that's what he says. He says when I watch it, I'm like, oh, why did I do that so weak? So
Yeah.
he goes, I
It
should
would
give
be
him
awesome
a real.
if he said he had a line like, eat a bag of dicks, you skinless fuckers.
Stop it! I cramped.
Oh, I got on to cramp. I did a
You
cramp,
did?
everybody.
Oh my God. Hold on.
He's leaving. He's going to walk away. It was the bag of dicks. It's just me now, everybody. It's my job. It's my job to make Art Hennessy cramp up and walk away. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank Roddy Piper for being in this movie. And I'd like to thank Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, if you're watching with those eyes, I just want to let you know that I made Art cramp up and he had to walk away. Oh, he's going to cut this part. He's going to cut it. We all know he's going to cut it, but just feel the pride that I'm feeling right now that Art has been gone for like 30 to 40 seconds because he laughed so hard.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
I hear him coming back.
Oh my God.
Oh, welcome
I'm
back. Hi,
sorry.
welcome to the podcast. I'm Eric in Salem, Massachusetts.
I just kept laughing and I couldn't.
Oh, that makes my day.
Eat a bag.
Now you got to keep it in just for our listeners to
Oh.
know how you had to walk away.
I had to like walk it off. Oh my gosh.
So where we left it, Art, was he had this great line and a defiant finger, and he's now dead on the roof.
Yes.
And the big explosion. So the signal's now destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Art, everybody can see.
Yes.
Yes.
So on the TV, everybody
All
can.
around.
On the TV, you can see like the aliens on the TV. They're like reading the news.
Yep. They're like, what the hell? Oh, people are like, whoa, ah.
Well, did you notice it comes on the TV? It's like clearly we're seeing a home where they're watching the news and the newscaster comes on and the guy in the background goes, Gloria, they look like shit.
Yeah, there's like some guy in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody's
And
looking
he's the only one in the bar, so
Yeah.
he's the only
I guess
alien in the bar.
Aliens, they don't like
But
that
he
bar.
doesn't realize what's going on, and everybody in the bar is starting to look at him. He's just looking at the TV,
Yeah.
and they're all just people are starting to go like, "What?"
So
What
is he a
this guy?"
rogue alien, Art, where he's like, I got to get a drink, and he goes to this bar that the other aliens don't go to?
I guess, yeah, because he's the only one in there.
Yeah.
And on the TV, you'd probably notice in the background, there was a little thing on the TV talking about how all these directors today with these horror movies, Romero and John Carpenter, it's all violence and sex.
Yep. But
which
that's
leads into
what? Our closing shot of the movie.
this. Watching it for this podcast, Eric, they live for this podcast. I hadn't seen it in years, right?
Did you remember the
And I
closing
did
shot?
not remember that this is how it ends. I did not remember that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we got our only boobs in this movie. These are our only boobs. We had several opportunities, Art, to show boobs, but no.
Did we?
Blue eyes could have had a love scene, but no.
That's true.
Then she could.
I did not want to see a love scene.
I did
with
not
Roddy
want to see
Piper and
either.
Blue Eyes.
No. That's the. Like he'd be like, that's the stuff.
I
Oh,
did not want.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, like a shower scene,
Yeah.
Eric. Oh, like
And he's like,
I don't want to.
give me some bubble gum. No, but we don't get that. So we see a woman who's having sex with somebody. She's on top.
Yeah. Suddenly, it looks like I'm watching
A porn.
Shopping Mall or
Yeah,
something,
or-
like
yeah.
like a movie like that,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
she's bare nakeded,
Yes.
and then she looks down, and the guy she's riding is an alien, naked, and he says, "If I,
Oh, I know. Oh,
do you know what he said? I'm gonna let you do it.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I could misquote it, but what does he say? What does the alien say?
What's wrong, baby? He says it in just the most normal voice.
Yeah.
What's wrong, baby?
Oh, are you not feeling it tonight? What's it?
Like,
Do you need a break? Want me to get the lotion? Nothing. He just
and that's it.
That's
hard
it.
cut out.
that
Hard cut. Movie's over.
everyone.
We don't even get
Art
her
is
going
correct.
or we
That
don't
is it.
cut back to her. Nothing.
It is a
They cut
comedy closeout. It is him saying that. You're like, ba-dum-bum. I mean, what? And then it's done. And we watch.
Done.
You and I watched it to the end and watched the end of the credits, and there's nothing.
No.
There's no obey at the end, which would have been great. Nothing.
And it's kind of a it's I think it's a John Carpenter music at the end, but a down
Yep.
like an 80-ish
Mhm.
action movie comedy score.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm trying to recall when I saw it in the theaters when I first saw it, what that ending elicited from the audience, if it was laughter or
they
whatever.
must. All right. They must. They must have
Right?
laughed.
I can't remember because I had forgot that's how it ended.
Yeah. It's there. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the it. That is the end of They Live.
It's a punchline. It ends on a punchline. Yeah, and that's They Live.
Yeah.
So and no more They Lives.
No more They Lived.
No more They Lives.
They Live too. No. They Live the beginning. Right? Or
they could have like I live.
yeah.
They live.
Yep.
You live.
We live. Yeah.
We live.
And then it's the drifter's childhood. You know, they do that. Dad
Right.
lives, daddy lives.
So Eric,
Mama don't like tattletales.
now They Live is, as you point out, if you go to Letterboxd or IMDb and things like that, this was a confusing one for me because, and I said, even let's just go back to what I said at the beginning of the podcast. Marty Scorsese himself, one of John Carpenter's finest films, and you go on Letterboxd and it's people 4 stars, 5 stars, IMDb.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that. I didn't get that feeling watching it this time. And maybe that's on me and I'm just not getting that from it. I don't think it's a horrible movie. I just think it's not. There's so many things about it that I like, but it just really, the tonal shifts, Roddy Piper, I just think I don't know how to really process this. And maybe I'm not. I get it, how people might appreciate it by just going with it. Like, for instance, if you're like, oh, well, it's Roddy Piper, have fun with it. But like you said, but that doesn't start happening till a lot into the movie where he turns into Roddy Piper, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yes. And I think, why not just start there? Why not just start
Sunglasses.
there? Both
Get to
of
the
us-
sunglasses.
Yeah, just start there and be Roddy Piper, because you're not, I don't think, what were his other movies? I think they did a remake of Speed the Plow starring Roddy Piper. Did he do any other? No, he didn't. He didn't.
Eric, you remember he did his one-man Christmas Carol?
Oh,
Roddy
right.
Piper?
Oh, that was so good when he was being all the ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Like the
It's really
ghost
good,
of Christmas Past, and Scrooge is like,
Yeah.
Listen to me, you little bitch. I ain't taking no ghost ride.
you know, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and the ghost of Christmas Past brings him back and is
Yeah.
like, here's your father.
Right.
Notice he has a razor in
Yep.
his hand.
Oh,
Let's
there
watch
he is.
this little scene.
Sawing away on me.
Right? Ghost of
Yeah.
Christmas Present is Blue Eyes. Yeah, it was really
Oh.
good. It was really good. He didn't
Yeah,
do that?
yeah.
He didn't
No.
do a Night of Dickens? No. I thought,
Select Shakespeare.
yeah.
He does,
It just,
like, yeah,
it's,
no.
I don't know. When I watched it, this is one of the 3 or 4 times where I was like, I'm calling Art, we're shutting it down, and I'm picking another movie. But then I thought, if I could just make Art cramp up for 90 seconds, for 90 full seconds, it'll be worth it.
That was our fight scene, Eric, for
That
the
was
movie.
it.
Like, that was our fight scene.
That's right. Wow.
It just kept going.
Yep. So, I mean, if we're recommending it, you just, I don't know. Do you like Roddy Piper? Are you a huge Carpenter fan? Right?
Yeah.
Then
I
watch
think
it.
if you're a Carpenter fan, it's a movie to watch. It's a little different from some other things that he's done. So you get to see him operating on a different level. But I think he really, did he ever, his oeuvre a little better than me. Is there anything, did he ever actually make a Western, Eric, or something Western adjacent? Because it seems to me like he wants to make a Western all the time.
Ooh.
Big Trouble was,
Well, that was supposed to be his Western.
it was supposed to be a Western. This feels like that. The drifter coming into town and then shooting it all up.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
but I don't, it's funny because I just think he never made one, but I feel like sometimes.
I just think he didn't
that's
like
what-
Reagan, and he thought, how am I going to stick it?
Oh, obviously. He's out front about that.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
But that's
he's
the only-
very clear.
I just,
Um,
but you know what? John Carpenter, and I know, as I've discussed with you, Art, I know, John, that you're listening to this podcast and you love us. I think you're awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it when you played the mortician for the shorts that you did. That wasn't your best day. But other than that, I've seen Ghosts of Mars maybe twice. So what does that say about me as a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fan. But this is, I think it's different enough that if you're a John Carpenter fan, you should check this out. I think it's, like you said, he didn't like the political thing behind it is very cool, especially with the glasses and everything. And but it's also at the same time funningly obvious. So it's like cool, but not interesting. Like I go back and forth, and I just think they could have developed a lot more stuff. Like it's that you're caught, Eric, right? Because you're like, it's kind of cool when they don't explain everything. It's kind of cool about the aliens. We don't know exactly what's going on, but yet I still want a little more. It's kind of like Hunger Games. When I saw the first Hunger Games movie,
Yeah.
I was like, I want to know a little bit more about how the society works, right?
Yeah.
But here too, I'm like, I want to know a little bit more about how these aliens work. Just a little bit more. I don't know that would have made the movie better, but I think if we had that and had a female lead, the female lead be more interesting or something, I think we could have got it. But it's just all flat scenes.
funny
I think
that-
we're dancing around,
Yeah,
Eric.
when you
here,
said
but-
Hunger Games, I was like, I think Hunger Games showed you more than enough. Leave us alone, Hunger Games. That's enough, Hunger Games.
No, I meant the first one, the first movie. My joke was then they were going to go on to just keep explaining way too much as they went on. But that's you're right. So
Yep.
I don't, I feel weird saying I don't recommend it, but I think it's John Carpenter. If you're interested in his movies, you should check it out. We're fans, as we make no bones about that. He's hanging in our lobby.
Hey,
We've talked about him a lot.
Got another one now.
He does. He's got another plaque underneath. We list the movies that they get. He may be our first one to hit 10, Eric. Like,
Yep. Probably. Probably.
very much. Yeah. So, yeah, I would say, but otherwise, just this is a weird one. for me. It's very interesting
Yeah.
watch, though.
Well,
I enjoyed talking about it with you, though, Eric.
I
So-
enjoy talking
but-
about it with you.
But if we were to give it,
What?
well,
A
this is
second
weird because
chance?
we're so caught here. We don't have a rating system for the podcast. We still don't have one
All
where
right,
we
you fool.
can give it like assign it something like yeah.
No, we do have a rating.
Oh, what's that?
Our ratings are based on just phrases. I don't know if you
Mhm.
remember that. Why don't you remember that?
Oh, the
Yeah.
phrases.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I
yeah.
didn't see that. Yeah.
If you're gonna watch this, you obey. If you're gonna watch this, you might want to sleep. Yeah. You want to reproduce.
Especially
that
with that
order.
ending, the closing shot.
In that order. Yeah, they're reproducing. So that's what I would give it I would tell you guys, if we're rating this, we're gonna sleep, obey, and reproduce. That's our rating.
We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
She is a regular human and he is a alien at the end.
Ooh, it's another movie.
We didn't even
my
talk
God.
about that.
Oh my God, what do those kids look like? Oh gosh.
I just thought about it now. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, why? Carpenter, come on,
And-
buddy. You still have time.
And so what's oh my God, Eric. So what's down there? What's
maybe
what-
it's like,
What?
who knows? Is it like a
we needed a shot of Roddy going into like a sauna or like a men's locker room
Yes,
with
guy
the glasses on.
takes off his towel and it's like barbed. Roddy's like, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Or it looks like an oven mitt.
You mean like it's like a hamburger helper hand down there? Like
It's an extra face. I'm here. Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry to extend that, but I just thought
No,
of that. I was like, oh my
First
God.
time, Art, well, we had to go past the rating
Yeah.
to talk more about that scene.
I just
Really?
right? Yeah.
Let us
Weird.
know.
What
Send
a
us
note
your
to learn.
drawings and illustrations of the possibilities.
Yeah. If you have an idea of what the aliens, how the aliens in this movie reproduce, or if you want to talk to us about They Live, we'd love to hear from people, especially if you're a big fan of this movie. Reach out to us.
Oh.
You can reach us at midnightcinemapod.com and you can listen to us talk about movies like this, debate alien I'm
Reproduction.
sure there are movies we've already talked about
Oh, yeah.
interspecies
Mhm.
relationships. So you can check those out at any of your podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, on our website. Look back there. If you're there, please give us a review or a rating. We'd love to hear from you. It helps us improve the podcast. And Eric, I have had such a good time talking to you about this classic movie this week. Yeah.
Well, you know
And
what?
Eric, I noticed that you sent me something here.
Yeah. Check it out.
Did you
Check it out.
it's a pair of sunglasses.
That's right. Put them on.
No, I don't want to put them on.
Listen to me.
No, I don't.
Put on the glasses or
It's
you're going
dark
to
in
eat
here.
that microphone. Put on the glasses.
I'm not putting them
Put
on.
on the glasses.
I'm not putting these on.